as per usual. No, I think I'm good. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness. I think I'm a little bit late, but I'm excited to be here. I was quickly trying to get ready, and I've got glitter all over my table. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Shell. Welcome here. I am doing my PaperPumpkin Alternative, super quick, and then I'm doing another super quick card. Hopefully all goes well. Let me introduce myself. Hello, bonjour. My name is Denise Willerton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I'm thrilled that you're here. I hope I leave you with some inspiration. It's a Christmas theme today, and soon I will be moving past that. I've been Christmasing for months now, it seems. Do not forget to share. I will enter your name for a draw. Yeah, and if you'd like to shop with me, I'd be thrilled, and I'm here to help. If you have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, please stay with your Stampin' Up demonstrator. If you're in the mall, hi for a bit. Karen, you'll have to come back because I think you'll want to see this. Have fun in the mall though. Yeah, if you have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, please shop with your Stampin' Up demonstrator. If you are a demonstrator, stick around. I might leave you, hopefully, with some inspiration. I do not have my little share it tags. Karen, you can still share even though you're in the mall, because you never know. You never know. Your name might get picked next week. Okay, I've got my little papers ready, and let's go. Let's bring the camera down on my very messy table. Here we go. Whoop. That was, my transitions are really bad lately. Really, really bad. I wish there was an easy way to do this, but I don't know if there is. Let's get some lights on. Let's move that out of the way. Sorry for the glare. Hello, Susan. How are you, my dear? We are not heading to the lake this weekend, Susan. We are next weekend, but I do have something for you. Hello, Karen, and thank you for sharing. And I did say hi to you already, but yes, thank you for sharing. Yeah, Susan, I have something for you. And so next time we head to the lake, which will be next weekend, we will stop by unless you happen to be in the city between today and then. Hello, Candace. Nice to see your name. Don't forget to share, Candace, and then your name will be entered for a draw if you would like to share. Okay? So let's take a peek at, see all that glare, at my PaperPumpkin Alternative. So the box came like this, and you know what? This was the month that I did my fundraiser. So again, a big shout out and a big thank you to all of those that participated in that. The paper pumpkins were delivered to House of Chez and to Ronald McDonald House, and I did that this week, and they were thrilled. So as you can see, I've poked through here already. We've got some baker's twine. We've got cute little paper clips in here. And we also have our dimensionals, which is very typical because the kit, when you order Paper Pumpkin, everything that you need to create whatever is in the box, because every month it's different. Everything that is in here, what am I trying to say? You have everything that you need in the box to create what the kit is all about, okay? So these have already been cut. So let's just take a quick peek here. We've got some circles for sentiments. We've got some boxes. We've got some more tags for, or not some more tags, we have tags that you could create some Christmas tags out of this. So if you cut these boxes up like I did, where did I put my little box? You could always decorate the tag with it. Pop your hole, use the twine, you're good to go. We've got Christmas trees. We've got snowmen, and those that know me, I am a sucker for snowmen. That was not part of the kit. We've got these little things. I'm going to show you what that's all about in a minute. And there's your instructions. So in here, it will show you everything that you need to do in order to create what is in your paper pumpkin. We've got some food safe cellophane bags. I will show you what that's all about in a minute. The featured color is Flirty Flamingo, and one of my favorite items, well, one of my many favorite items, is some tear and tape. I love tear and tape. Okay, let me show you what I've done for my alternative, but then I want to show you what you're actually going to create with this. Okay, so my alternatives, and I'm not going to walk you through this, what I did, because as soon as I saw all the cutouts, the first thing that I thought of was a slim card. Okay, so here we've got a slim card, and here are, where are they? Here are the boxes. Okay, so I fussy cut the boxes and I loaded them up on top of each other. Okay, I used the dimensionals so you can see that they kind of pop up. And then I put some of the holiday rhinestones on there, and I stamped Merry Christmas. And then I just took a business size envelope, and that's gonna slip right in there, and that's ready for the mail. I created one of each of these, and they're actually on their way to, well, they're not yet, but I'm going to be mailing these to BC for our little grandkids there. Here's the snowman, and as you can see, right? So what I did was I figured out how big I wanted the snowman. I gave it a score line or a score mark. That is also very easily going to slip in the mail, but when it stands, I don't know if you can see that, you've got your full snowman, okay? So pretty sweet. And then I stamped on one of the flags that was in the kit, Happy Holidays. I used baker's twine. I put some little rhinestones here. And I also stamped the little snowflakes, which was, where did those go? They're probably buried at the bottom, or not. I don't know where my little, here we go. So these are the stamps that come with the stamp set. So I stamped Happy Holidays and put that on dimensionals, pop that up. So that is going to be C, and there's the envelope, okay? No naked envelopes in my house. I cannot do naked envelopes. And here's the last one. I used the Christmas tree. I scored it once I figured out where I wanted my score line. So same idea as the snowman, right? And then again, my baker's twine, my sentiment. I'm not crazy about how they did the fun. It looks like FWN, but it is Oh What Fun. And then I used some rhinestones as well. And there's my non-naked envelope. So those three are on their way to British Columbia, okay? My poor family in British Columbia, that landslide on the Coquihalla. Mark and Charlene and the boys drove through the Coquihalla that day, and half an hour later, the landslide happened. That's ridiculous. Okay, so this is what this is all about. So all you're going to do, your score lines are already there. So this is just waiting for Christmas cookies, a little gift, whatever you want to do. So all the scoring is done for you already. All you're going to do is you're going to put your adhesive on these flaps. Here is, where's my silicone mat? Here is how I like to use my adhesives. Or my tear and tape. You girls are so quiet today. Who has done their Christmas shopping? Karen, if you're still with us, I know you're at the mall, so you're probably working on it. So all I do is I put my tear and tape down, I hold my little metal ruler, I press fairly hard on it, and I just pull straight up. So I get a nice straight cut because my ruler is guiding the tear and tape. So you're just gonna put that down, rip it off, you're good to go. I'm almost done my Christmas shopping. Yay. Remove the backing, and this is what I did. I removed the backing. Make sure you stick around. I cannot wait to show you what I'm up to next. Now your score line is already done for you, right? I am taking this edge and I want to match it up with that edge right there. So I'm just going to very carefully guide that. Same thing, I'm taking this edge right here and I want to match it up with that edge. Fold it in and you're good to go. Okay, same thing on this side. You can see where this is going already. Whoops, poked myself. I took my mom. I have a family member here, so you, Sharon, you're welcome to pass this on to family if you want. We're taking that edge and putting it along that edge there. Make sure that the tab is on the inside, just matching that up. So I took Mom for her eye appointment last week. She has cataracts, that edge along that edge, and we've created a little box, okay? So in Mom's eye appointment, they do some kind of, I'm not 100% sure what it is, some laser treatment or something in her eyes. And anyway, this particular one that they did, they tested her eyes after that, and glasses on and everything, and she failed her test. So she is not allowed to drive anymore. My mother is distraught. She is very, very independent. I am lining up the bottom of the tree with the bottom of the box so that it can stand like so. I'm going to turn around and do the same thing on there. There are markings on the back. You can see the markings. I don't bother following them. I just do my own thing. I put a little bit of adhesive. You could also use your tear and tape, but I'm a Tombow fan. And I want another Christmas tree. You could do a different image, but I want same. So now for these, I am going to complete everything that's in my kit because I want these for our Winnipeg kids, okay? Now, as you can see with this one, what you're gonna do is, and I'm not gonna do it because I wanna get on to my other project. So you're gonna stamp on any of the tags that you see, okay, whatever you want. And then what I did here was I did a double bow and I used some of the red and some of the green baker's twine. This is not attached. I used the paper clip because I thought it was pretty sweet. You could also poke a hole in there and you've got yourself a little Christmas tag for gifts, right? So now there's that cellophane, food safe, food ready, and I'm going to pack that full of goodies because I'm gonna make my shortbread cookies and my butter tarts, which our family loves. So there is the box with the Christmas tree. I should have created one using something different because I already did the Christmas tree, but you know what? Here's one with the gift boxes. So with this, I obviously did not fussy cut. I made sure that I was even at the bottom so that it stands nicely, and in it goes. Kathy, you know what? That's the hope. That is the hope that Mom can drive, and I have to phone the iPlace again today to find out exactly what that looks like. Like, Does she have to go for another road test, or do they just tell her that she has passed? I'm not sure how it works. Okay, who is ready for our next card, or our next item? So it's going to be a Christmas card. Hi Vicky, welcome here. Nice to see your name pop up. So as you can see, my silicone mat, and this washes off very easily, and actually I'm not sure if you can see that. It is covered in sparkles. Yeah, you can see it. Isn't that crazy? Don't forget to share, ladies. I will enter your name for a draw. Nice to see you. Thanks, Vicky. I will add your name. So far, it's looking pretty good for both ladies here that have shared. And that will be drawn next week, okay? The names that I draw today are the names for those that shared last week, okay? So here we go. So that was my Paper Pumpkin Alternative, okay? I did 3. That is going to tuck in very nicely in my envelope. 3 slimline cards from my Paper Pumpkin Alternative. And then I did actually create what the kit called for, which is food safe bag and a little box for all those goodies. Okay, moving on. Oh, you know what? I want to show you this gorgeous card that I received. Look at that. Somebody used the tag die. They put a little ribbon in there, right? Undo the ribbon. And there's my Christmas card. Isn't that lovely? This was from one of my downlines. So thank you for that. It was nice. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Patty. I was wondering if I was going to see you pop in today. I am early. You know what, ladies? I'm thinking I'm just going to quickly talk. Thank you, Patty. I've got your name down. Thanks, Patty. There you go. And let me just put your last. Hi, Dean. I can't answer the phone right now. I'm doing a Facebook Live. Okay? Thanks. Bye. Here we go. This is an oldie but goodie, and it's not totally finished. That's why I was a little bit late. So let's finish that. I'm going to take my sentiment, and I'm going to show you how I created this. Okay? So I'm at the end of my dimensionals here, so I like to cut them in strips. That one is a little too thick. Patty, thank you for sharing. I can't remember if I had said so or not. And then I'm going to remove my backing, and hopefully this is going to stick on the glitter, but I want to show you how I created this. Has anybody created one of these glitter cards before? So my dimensionals are back there, and now I'm just going to decide where I want that, and I don't want to cover these flowers. Now these are actually Christmas flowers. This is, I hope I'm pronouncing it properly. It's called Helleborus. So it is a Christmas flower. Now on this I used glitter. Now the second one that I'm going to create, I'm actually going to use iridescent ice. Stampin' Up, please bring that back. It's gorgeous. Okay, here's the first thing that you're going to do in order to create that. You're going to find a napkin that you like, okay? And these were at the lake. And when I was setting the table the other day, I'm like, oh my goodness, I see a Christmas card here, okay? Now, very important, you need to know if it is a single ply, a double ply, or a triple ply. And what you need to do is you need to break the plies apart. I pre-cut this, and this measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it is bigger than what I need. And sometimes, okay, there's one ply right there. See that? I'm just being very careful. But you know what? I know that this is a 3 ply because I messed up the first one that I did. Because the backing was still on there. So this is, whoop, I just saw it. So this is very important, okay? So there we go. There is my last backing. Has anybody created a card using napkins before? I'm very curious if this is new to anyone or if they have in fact done this. Then you're going to take my little kitty out here. I'm going to go 5.5 by 4 1/4, but it really doesn't matter, and I don't have any, so I'm going 4 by 5 1/4, and there is a very vanilla. Okay, Karen, you have to watch this. This is so fun. Does anybody have adhesive sheets at home? Kathy, you watch this too, because this is such a beautiful card. Here we go. You're going to take your panel. It doesn't really matter what size it is because you might end up chopping it down, okay? Then you're going to take your adhesive sheet. Now, when Stampin' Up, I think it was 1 or 2 catalogs ago, where they said that they were removing the adhesive sheets, I had no idea that they were removing the Sizzix adhesive sheets to then turn around and create their own. So I bought the store out because I love adhesive sheets. This is what I like to do. You're going to find, and sometimes it's a little bit fussy, you want to peel this apart because your adhesive is under there. I don't know if you can see. Okay, there it is. And then what I do is, so your adhesive is on this side. So I open it. I try not to touch the adhesive a whole lot. I give this a fold like that. I'm not touching my adhesive, which is there, okay? This is just my little cheat. I'm covered in adhesive. My fingers are so sticky. Then I take this, my fold is down, okay? Then I take this, I line it up at the bottom of my little panel, and then I make sure that dog ear is still folded, and then I just, come on, I let it fall. So now I know this corner here is on my cardstock panel, and then all I do is I lift this up and I rip it down. There's your backing, okay? So that's done. You're going to give that a good burnish, and it wouldn't hurt to actually grab your bone folder. I would love to see who gives this a shot. You have to give it a go. And now I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to find my backing, and come on. It is finicky, and sometimes it's easier to find it in a different corner. You just have, there it is. There it is. Now my adhesive is on my cardstock because there's nothing here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to give that a little fold down, okay? Then you're going to take your napkin, start at the bottom where there's no adhesive, okay? Let it, I'm trying to be fairly square, let it fall. Now this portion here is down. Lift it up. Try not to rip your napkin. Pull this down gently. Every now and then give it a burnish if it looks like, you can kind of tell if the adhesive is coming. And I try to stay kind of flat at the table and pull straight down. And then you're going to be very careful to let your napkin fall, okay? So that is just the last ply of the napkin. So there we go. Now that's down, and that's adhered to my cardstock. We need another adhesive sheet. So it's going to take, and you cut them to size. It's going to take 2 of the size that you need, and I cut this to 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. So Karen, this is beautiful, and the magic is going to happen now. So same thing. I want to take that out of the way. I don't want something wonky to happen. So we're going to find, so the adhesive is on here. This side has none. Give it a little dog ear. Try not to touch that. Silicone sheet is very, very helpful with this. And so now there's my dog ear. Okay, I'm not touching my adhesive. I'm going to put this down so I am fairly square, and you're going to trim it if it's not, so it doesn't matter. So there, my adhesive is down on that side. Be very careful. You do not want to rip your napkin, and just give it a gentle pull and let it fall on your napkin. Okay? It is a little bit labor intensive, but it is so worth it because the end result is incredible. Oh, Vicki, you did try this. And how did it turn out? Were you pleased? Let me know if you were pleased. Here's where the magic takes place. You're going to find a corner again, and sometimes you need to hunt around for a bit. There we go. And now there's no adhesive here, but the adhesive is on the napkin, okay? You don't want to touch that. I don't want to touch my napkin, so take your pick tool and don't poke it in, but just, or your tweezers. Where are my tweezers? That would work. Just to hold it down, give that a gentle pull. I'm trying to stay even with the table. It's giving me action, of course. Let's give that, there we go. Okay, now release that. Let go, tweezers. Let go. Okay. Then you're going to grab your glitter or whatever it is. This is iridescent ice. You can use glitter. I did not open my catalog, so I'm not even sure if we have glitter right now. I'm assuming we do. If anybody knows, let me know. I'm trying not to touch my napkin. And let's get that all over there. And I think I've got really nice coverage. I'm going to trim this down. So that is smothered in glitter. Put that down on your silicone mat and give it a burnish. Okay? All I'm doing is I'm pushing the glitter into the adhesive sheet. Like so. Okay? And yes, I'm covered in glitter, and I'm sure I've got some all over my face too. Then you're going to take your trimmer, whichever one that you have. I'm going to grab my little guillotine here, my little Fiskars that I've had, oh my goodness, back in the day when I was a scrapbooker. And I'm going to see if I can stay the same size. I'm going to trim a little bit off there. I don't like my edge. I'm just going to trim a little bit off, clean my blade as I go. And so now I am still 4 by 5 1/4. So there is that. Yeah, Kathy, I don't think so either. What a shame. You can buy it at the big box store. So, oh, the faux silk. Oh, okay, you didn't put glitter on it. You just left it as a card. That would be beautiful as well. I know when I took the, when I adhered the napkin, Vicky, on the first portion of my panel before I glittered, I remember Karen saying beautiful. And so you don't have to do the glitter, but if you want the glitter, this is what it's going to look like, okay? And so now I've got my very vanilla card base. Because there is vanilla in here, this can go straight down like that. I don't like this corner here. I'm going to have to give that a little trim. It's not square. There we go. So this can go directly on the card base, or you can put a panel behind it. So this one here, I did cherry cobbler. I could do, let's remove the card base. I could do Blushing Bride to pull that pink out. I could do Petal Pink. So staying in the pinks. Do you see how that would still work? I think I prefer the Blushing Bride. So process of elimination. Now in the greens, I took my napkin and I went where all my paper was, and I just laid my napkin down next to the paper. That's Pear Pizzazz. This is Granny Apple Green. This is Mossy Meadow. That is rich. I love the depth of the color. This is Garden Green. Yeah, Blushing Bride for sure, right? Right there. Or this is Old Olive, okay? So I don't know. Let's put the green close to that. I think it, for me, for the green, I think it's Mossy Meadow, because I love how it's pulling that depth out, right? I don't think Granny Apple Green works, so let's remove that. Pear Pizzazz does work. There's that green right there. And I think I prefer Pear Pizzazz to Old Olive, so that's gone. I think it's still Mossy Meadow. Yeah, I think so too, Allison. Okay, so here we go, process of elimination. So far we've got Blushing Bride and Mossy Meadow. And now down here at this end, let's do, so this one's Cherry Cobbler. Let's do Merry Merlot or Real Red. What do you think? What should we be doing? Let me pull this up a little bit. Let me pull that up. And I can lay this down that way so you're seeing it against the colors a little bit more. Okay, let's get the Post-it note out of the way. So what do we think? Yup, Mossy Meadow. Okay, so Mossy Meadow period, is that Mossy Meadow and Merry Merlot? Okay, so let's move Blushing Bride. Look at that. Isn't that so rich? Okay, let me show it to you, because I think either of these would work. And I will make more. And I think I'm going to make some without the glitter on the front and see how I feel about that. So this would be, oh, you know what? I need to cut this even further, which is great. It's going to give me a nicer edge. So Pat, hi, welcome here. So we're going to cut this panel down to 3 7/8. And is that the side? You know what? I'm going to take a little smidge off so I have a nicer edge. Okay, I'm going to cut that side 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So that would be about there. Okay, here we go. Now, Pat, I'm not sure if you were here before when I had mentioned if you share that you're watching my live and let me know that you've shared, I will enter your name for a draw. And that's why these names are here. These are the girls that, that shared today. Okay, so now this is going to fit on that panel. It's just a smidge of a border. I wonder if I should make it bigger. Like this is a little too big and it's crooked. My bad. It's a handmade card. So that is the Mossy Meadow. Love, love, love it. And this is the Merry Merlot. So ladies, what do you think? So should I cut my napkin? This is actually a napkin, Pat. You probably missed the beginning of it. You'll have to go back and look when I'm done. It's pretty incredible. Or if I have time, I'll do another one. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use both of these panels. So let's just go ahead and adhere this one, and I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow too, Kathy. I'm going to do another one real quick without the glitter so that everybody can see that again. And then Pat, you'll kind of understand what it is that we're doing here. So let's put, I'm covered in glitter. Let's put this down, and there's our border. Okay. So that's the Merry Merlot. And we would put that on a vanilla card base because there's, I would not use Whisper White. So isn't that gorgeous? Okay, let's walk through this again. And I have just one adhesive sheet, so that's perfect. You need a silicone mat. If you don't have a silicone mat, I highly recommend you get yourself a silicone mat. Okay, Pat, are you watching? This is incredible. Let's use, well, both of the designs are the same. So this is actually a napkin that I have cut to size, okay? And this measures 4 and I'm going to trim it down, but this measures 4 3/8 or 4 5/8. Yeah, 4 5/8 by 5.5. Now, you need to know if it's a 1, 2, or 3 ply napkin, okay? So there's 1 ply that has been removed. This is a 3 ply, so I have 1 more to go. Oh, you jotted them down. You were here. That's great. I want to do this one without the glitter though, and because I have not been an hour yet, and then I will quickly do my draw. So sometimes you need to kind of play around till you find, because I know there is one more. There it is. There it is. Come back. Ah, there it is. Nope. Who is going to give this a go? There it is. Okay. Very gentle, because this is very delicate now. Okay. You're going to grab a panel. And it really doesn't matter the color, or does it? No, it does not matter the color because it's going to get covered. And this is even, that one's a little bit smaller, but that's okay. We're going to go for it. Find your beginning. I get to pick up my grandkids today. That's why I was doing my live at 1 o'clock. And you know what? I do have to end up picking them up a fair bit, it seems, on Thursdays. So I think I'm going to move my lives do your dog ear. I think I'm going to move my lives to 1 o'clock. And this size is really wonky. Let's just go in the corner here, follow the edge, drop it down, peel it back. Okay, we've got excess. But I will trim that off anyway. Give that a nice massage. I'm stuck on my silicone sheet. Lift that up. Not coming there. Let's see. Here it comes on that side. You want to make sure that you do have a good burnish so that you don't lose any of your adhesive sheet or the backing. Okay. And now I forgot to leave some of it on, so I'm just going to very carefully put my napkin down. No! I did not want that wrinkle there. Come on. I got it. Can't believe that. There we go. Okay, let's cut that down to size. And this is going to be a different size. Oh, thanks, Pat. I will mark you down for sharing. We're going to trim. I see a little bit of white backing there, so we're going to trim that off. I need a little bit more. Trim that off. Trim down here. Now there's a whole amount here that did not adhere down, right? So we want to make sure that we're getting all of that. And that's where I'm going to find the size of my panel. So it is going to be 3.5 by about, well, let's go 5. 3.5 by 5. That's trash. And that would fit on there like so. So Vicky, is this what you did? Is this called the faux silk? And then you stopped at that point without the glitter? Is that what you had done? Which is still stunning. Like I love the look. I really do. And I'm okay. Well, am I okay with my panel being, I'm going to trim this down so I've got a nicer edge. So let's see, we've got 3.5, so why don't we go 3.25, and I said about 5 1/8, didn't I? No, by 5. So let's go 3.25 by 4, and I can't remember if I gave myself a 1/4 inch border or I cut it too small. I can't believe I did that. I cut it too small. Mossy Meadow, where are you? I did it backwards. So this is 3.5, so I need 3.25 by 5, so I need about 5.25. There we go. Then we're going to take that, we're going to adhere that down like so, right? So I will do that after. And then that is going to go down on our card base like so. So that is what I did with, I don't even know what it's called, the napkin glitter technique. Let's bring the camera up, or actually, you know what? Let's just leave the camera down today so that I'm not fiddling with that. The girls that shared last week, Susan FP was with us, and she is from the States, so happy Thanksgiving, Susan. And Sherry was here last week and shared. Barb was here and shared. Barb is in Saskatoon watching curling. Dar and Patty S. So let's see who our winner is today. I am not looking. I'm mixing these up. And let's pull one name out. I've got one. And the winner today is Dar. So Dar, you get to choose one of these items. You can't have my paper pumpkin because I need that for my grandkids. So Dar, I'm going to get a hold of you and I'm going to find out which card you would like. Okay? So next week for sharing, Patty, Karen, Vicky, and Pat. So thank you very much, ladies, for that. Let me clip that together and put that in my little tin for next week. So with that, I want to thank you so much for popping in today and spending an hour with me. Happy shopping, Karen. Maybe you're gone already. And give this technique a go, ladies. It's a lot of fun, and it is stunning, even without the glitter. I love that look. You're going to find a napkin that you love, and away you go. You're good to go. I'm going to finish these up by putting the sentiment on it, and have a blessed day, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye now.